Here's another late development, and this news keeps coming in as we're talking here.
But Eric, what's the next one going to?
We gotta see people are asking for Karen. They want Karen.
Karen's always last. Karen's how we keep you here to the end. That's why the cliffhangers at the end, Nafi.
Oh man, you're supposed to be boosting. You just got the wrench, man. Don't be impatient.
All right, man. Let's give a little setup about this. Hey, how you guys doing? My name's Heero. That's Eric. We're the amalgamation of the Identity Booth. And here, me and Eric, for the last 2 weeks, we've been getting verbally assaulted on our channel. For all you guys that don't know, there's been a group of very mean people who have been coming in here and confusing me and Eric, saying that we're one and the same person, believing Eric is a lefty liberal, and that I'm a conservative shield. Now, we don't take kindly to being called names, but me and Eric...
Hold on, I thought it was the other way around.
That's how it's supposed to be, but they think we're one and the same because black people look alike, I guess.
But all believe the same.
We all believe the same. But for what it's worth, me and Eric, we don't take offense to this because me and Eric have big kahunas. You feel me? We are men. Hear us roar. We strong. We don't feel pain, and we're not bothered by this. But we did spend 30 minutes making a comment show about it. But we're not being called fair and balanced, Eric, and that's bothering me because we are fair. We are balanced. We do call out both sides of the party. And the proverbial hero of the coronavirus before this news broke could have easily been New York's Governor Andrew Cuomo. He has had an amazing track record as far as information, his briefings, and at one point was outdoing the president of the country in effective response and actions to get his state to comply. But that all came crashing down. And while me and Eric could talk about the sexual harassment claims and the sexual abuse claims, we should, but that kind of goes against the mindset of, do we have proof? Like, we want to hear these women tell their stories. We want to get these things on record. We want to get the proof. We want to get the story on both sides and acknowledge both sides of the story and see if this thing grows. But what we do have proof of right now is proof that Andrew Cuomo lied about the rate of deaths that they had in their state and the things that are going on. So before we show you this video, Eric, chime in.
First of all, the name of this segment should be Cuomo Does a No-No. Because this dude is all kinds of jacked up. He intimidating other politicians in his own party to get them to do what it is he wants to do. He's out here flubbing up the numbers to make himself look like a jukebox hero out here in the streets, and we already know that's not the case. We already know a lot of people died because he was sick with the whole nursing home situation, and then on top of that, him just being an absolute chooch doesn't help either. So, I mean, let's just get into the story, and let's just talk about what we actually know. I don't want to assume or be like the liberal media and just say he's a scumbag. I mean, we're gonna say that anyway.
I think that's fair. So let's get a little bit of this video in.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo and his administration over withholding COVID death toll numbers in nursing homes. His top aide, Melissa DeRosa, telling Democratic lawmakers this week on a private call, "We froze," concerned that the information was going to be used against us after receiving a request from the Department of Justice last year. Those comments, first reported by the New York Post, sparked immediate backlash among lawmakers on both sides of the aisle. Democratic State Senator Andrew Gennardez tweeting, "This is a betrayal of the public trust." Republican Congressman Tom Reed says he's filing a criminal complaint against Cuomo's aide.
She needs to be arrested.
Responding to the criticism, DeRosa released a statement clarifying her remarks. We needed to temporarily set aside the legislature's request to deal with the federal request first. We informed the houses of this at the time. We were comprehensive and transparent in our responses to the DOJ, and then had to immediately focus our resources on the second wave and vaccine rollout. We could not fulfill their request as quickly as anyone would have liked. The growing scrutiny comes just weeks after New York Attorney General Letitia James released a report claiming the state had undercounted nursing home deaths by as much as 50%. State health officials acknowledged the death toll was more than 15,000, much higher than originally reported. On
Letitia James, all right.
Let's freeze right here. The thing that you have to understand is where he wrote a book. He has written a book claiming victory over coronavirus and how he was the ultimate leader. And this is the problem that I have with these governors and these leaders right now. They're more concerned about how they look versus how they serve. Right? Her concern wasn't that, oh my God, an additional 6,000 more people are dead than what we expected. It was, we were afraid they were going to come after us for not doing your job. That's the bare minimum. If you don't do your job, of course people will come after you. If you don't do your job and had time to write a whole fucking book, why wouldn't you be surprised that people would come after you? The fact is, he doesn't feel like he owes them an explanation. And I want the Republican Party to take some notes on this, on Andrew Cuomo right now, and the Democratic Party. Because the legislator and the caucus of New York on bipartisan side have come together to request to remove emergency powers from Andrew Cuomo as of yesterday. That's bipartisanship. Remember, just a few weeks ago, we only got 7, 7, so 17 total on both sides, the House and the Senate, to vote for Trump to be removed from office. Republicans in the big house can learn a valuable lesson from New York right now. There is space for forgiveness and retribution and, you know, all that firestorm, brimstone stuff. But when you don't even give the people an opportunity to come to you properly, then you don't get that legacy. You don't get that chance. Because let's be honest, California, Texas, Florida, they've had some devastating numbers too. And none of their governors are under fire any more than any one of them should be. Are they right? No. But they're not being like drugged out of their office and beaten to death. The fact is, Cuomo stood on the pedestal of using this to defeat Trump. And when he realized he wasn't doing as good as a job as he should have, he didn't want to become a punching bag to Trump. So he would have rather yielded to being a punching bag for Trump than actually help his constituents. And that's the problem we have here today.
Unfortunately, that is the game of politics that we're playing. So 6,000 deaths. And this is just nursing home deaths go unreported so that Cuomo can get a political win. Again, is what I be telling y'all about. We have issues in this country because we keep dealing with these kinds of people. They don't care about what's going on with us. They are content to let us wallow in suffering, making sure that we don't have the things that we need. No money, no food, no mail, no Amazon, no electricity, no gas. This is what's going on. If it means that they're going to get a political win or make somebody else look bad, this is the problem. We got to get rid of these jokers. Straight up. They all got to go.
America is ghetto. America's so
ghetto. All right, do we need to play the song? Do we need to play the song by the very talented young lady? No, he just said the whole earth is ghetto. I want to leave. Look at it.
Go to Mars, man. Take pictures. We're gonna play a little bit more of this, and then we'll close this up. But like, it's just there was an interesting part at the end that made me say, "What the fuck?"
On Friday, 14 Democratic state senators called to repeal Cuomo's emergency powers in the pandemic, joining the Republican-led effort. Governor Cuomo defended his administration's actions in late January.
A third of all deaths in this nation are from nursing homes. New York State, we're only about 28% only, but we're below the national average in number of deaths in nursing homes. But who cares? 33, 28, died in a hospital, died in a nursing home. They died.
Often praised for his leadership early on in the pandemic, the governor is now coming under fire and tackling a new crisis.
All right, well, and shout out to Christian. That's a great point. But the state and the federal government should work together. And this was probably for the first time in a long time that I've ever seen the state and the federal government just not cooperate. Whether it was the state not wanting to adhere to the federal government or the federal government not having a response. Hey, having Trump as a president was a rocky ordeal. And we clearly see the benefits of this new administration and the things that we're able to do. The numbers are down. Things are getting better. But it still doesn't deflect the fact that someone lied to get there. And that person needs to be held accountable. So for what it's worth, Andrew Cuomo is going to have a lot of questions to answer in the near future. And just because we said we weren't going to touch on the sexual harassment and stuff doesn't excuse the fact that he has a lot of mafia tactics by calling legislators and bullshit like that out. We're not going to ignore that. So, this is our opinion on it. Andrew Cuomo, go fuck yourself on behalf of the Identity Booth. And Eric, where can they find us and what are we repping?
We're right here on YouTube, man. Go down in that description box. Make sure you click the link to the Endurance 24. We are raising money to give scholarships to soon-to-be high school graduates. Want to put them on the road to college, vocational school, or entrepreneurship as quickly as possible. So, thank you for going down and doing that. Hey, listen, if that's not something you're into, there's another link right below there to Amazon, man. We know most of y'all shop on Amazon. Y'all got Prime membership, so instead of giving your money to the other man, give your money to the brother man. Listen, we're going to take the proceeds from our Amazon earnings, and we're going to donate them as well. So we already got 3 or 4 people who already pledged to put up 100. Heero done put his up. I'm going to put mine up. We got a couple other people to definitely actually make sure we get it.
The only reason why I even had that 100 is because I came up on the stock market, so that 100 was hard to come by.
Hey, straight up, I'm there, but also make sure that you go check the link tree out, man. Make sure you go show some love over there. We're on Anchor. We got everything popping over there on Anchor. They paying us pennies out. We donating that too. And also, like I said, we're at the Identity Booth on Instagram, at the Identity Booth on Twitter, at the Identity Booth on TikTok. I mean, we're literally everywhere you need to be.
Seems like every night, don't care who's wrong or right. I hope that in the side, slow it down and we can catch the vibe. But it's so hard to find through the daily grind, we're working overtime. And I'm sleep deprived, shorty on my line and we fuss and fight. Seems like every night, don't care who's wrong or right. I hope that in the sight, slow it down and we can catch the vibes.